I thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you, all of you, for your participation, and my special thanks the, the member of British Parliament and the leader of the Labour Party. Although I have discussed with him on the Zoom, and he is very generous, and again, I thank you for your presence and contribution. Respected ladies and gentlemen, fellow panelists, member of the civil society and academia, my dear comrades, good afternoon. First of all, again, I am thankful to Mr. Fabian Hamilton, member of the British Parliament and also Shadow Minister for Peace and Disarmament. We have long associates, and it is great that we share the same opinion on today's subject. Extremism refers to the belief in and advocacy of the extreme views and action in a particular areas. There are different types of extremism that exist, including but not limited to religious, political, cultural, and racial extremism. Each of these types of extremism can have a significant impact on society. Violence and extremism exist in various forms. Today, I would like to elaborate the aspects of violence and extremism perpetrated by the Pakistani state on the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The first instance of violence and extremism which prevented the state of Jammu and Kashmir from becoming a bridge of peace, harmony, coexistence and brotherhood between Pakistan and India was then Pakistan orchestrated the tribal invasion on October 22nd, 1947. Extremism and violence have remained persistent issues in the world, but particularly in Pakistan, with catastrophic consequences for its religious and ethnic minorities. Religious extremism involves the belief that one's own religion is superior to others, and that its principles should be strictly followed, often at the expense of others. Such belief can lead to intolerance and discrimination against the people of other religions, and can lead to acts of violence such as terrorism. The blasphemy laws in particular are major legal tool utilized by extremist groups and the state to terrorize and silence people of various political and social backgrounds. In recent years, several brutal lynching incidents have occurred, as well as the extrajudicial killings of Shia Muslims, the Ahmadiyya community, and the Christians. Moreover, the Pakistani government's treatment of the people of its administrative part of Jammu and Kashmir has been characterized by the suppressions of civil and political rights, restricted access to the justice, and lack of transparency in governance. In effect, the Legislative Assembly in Azad Jammu and Kashmir has been barred from deciding upon critical to the very territories that it is supposed to represent. The Pakistani military establishment is the only entity authorized to decide. A clear colonial mindset appears unmistakably to be at play here. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, we are also deeply concerned about the Chinese interventions in Jammu and Kashmir, and particularly in Gilgit-Baltistan. logically drawn interference and analysis support the notion that the construction of the CPAC is illegal and in contravention of the international law. The constructions of this corridor only threaten peace and security. Peace and secures China's strategic interest. This scenario increased the role and responsibilities of the international community, mainly that of Britain. Dear friends, in conclusion, it is paramount that the global community and mainly the British government pays close attention to the human rights violation being perpetrated in Pakistani administrator Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan and presses for their immediate cessations. I would like to present some recommendations which could assist in paving the way forward. The oath of allegiance to Pakistan must be revoked in Azad Jammu and Kashmir and in Gilgit-Baltistan. The reorganization of extremist groups must be disbanded. The government of Pakistan must ensure safety and security of all those people of Pakistani administrator Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan who are residing in Pakistan for various reasons. It must also be ensured that the line of control is softened and cross-border trade is revived in increase people-to-people contact and provide a conducive environment. I hope that all of you would support our suggestions to combat violence, extremism, and peaceful resolve and resilience of me and our people for the greater cause of peace in South Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the United Nations resolutions, and that resolutions determine the role of Pakistan and India. But unfortunately, last 70 years, no country is actually complying those resolutions which determine their roles. It is, and the truce agreement asked Pakistan to withdraw its troops and also to India reduce its military. But unfortunately, the overstate Jammu and Kashmir become the hub of the terrorism, and the military presence is very much there. That's why the people living under threat, and United Nations is not playing the role for the benefit of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and did not play a role to protect the life, liberty, and property and human rights of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And in our regions, especially the South Asia, there is extremism patronized by the state, that there the people, whether they are in UK, whether they are in any part of the region, actually it is a great threat for the peace, great threat for the culture, great threat for the democracy. Where there is extremism, the extremists did not oblige to respect the democratic norms. I thank you. Sorry for that taking little bit more.